We're talking about 48 hours of debuting spring fashions. This is one of the highlights. If we were in a brick and mortar store, this is what you'd see in the store to bring in because it's one of the best sellers of the entire day. We can always count on Kathy Gindel and her entire family to really give us the basics so that everything else you're going to buy today, it's going to look better, feel better.
On our cotton. It's cotton like spandex now.
Well, Kathy is a co-inventor and designer. She's been in the fashion lingerie business for quite a few years, and she's been bringing us Breezies that whole time. So here's the scoop. 4 pair. There was originally 4 different collections. There's now 2 different collections. One was just introduced yesterday, so you're right up in time. We have small, medium, large, 1, 2, and 3X.
And just stick to your regular QVC size on the bottom.
I love that you did that. Because I never got. I was like, is it my underwear size or my ring size?
Absolutely,
what are we doing?
Yes.
So small. If you, what size pants do you buy on QVC? Do you buy a small? Do you buy a medium? Do you buy a large? 1, 2, or 3X. Thank you for doing that. And these are 100% or 95 cotton, 5 spandex.
Yes, 95% comb cotton, and then that 5% spandex that just gives it a little bit better fit. It's a little bit modern update. On our cotton panty, we have the Breezies logo waistband, which is now dyed to match the actual panty. And the Ultimaire is now dyed to match on the inside. Many of you have asked for that, and we always try to take your suggestions.
Kathy, for someone who might not know Ultimaire, that's really, I like to call your secret ingredient.
Yes, it is. It is a high-performance fabric that we put in the crotch panels of the panties, in the linings of our bras. What that fabric does, it moves the perspiration to the outer layer for quick drying, and it controls odors and staining on the fabric. So we've addressed 2 feminine issues with the panties. But if you don't like a cotton panty, why don't you give this a try? Because it's a newer kind of updated version, because we've added that 5% spandex for just maybe a little bit closer fit. But you know what? We haven't skimped on the elastic in the leg because it's nice and stretchy, very forgiving. You don't want the waistband to bind or constrict.
Absolutely.
And feel like, you know, you're in a vise all day. You want a cotton panty that's comfortable.
Can you take us through the 2 different choices? Because we have 1 set of 4 that's basic, 1 set of 4 that's multi. I suggest if you can work it into your budget today to buy 1 of each or to buy 2 sets, and really let's just go through and get rid of the ones we, you know, probably I bet everybody has a drawer stuffed with panties. We just only wear the same ones. So let's refresh.
This is the multi-pack here, and this is, we kind of updated it with a cobalt polka dot. And then back here is your solid fuchsia, solid like a silvery gray. And Pat, this one back here is kind of a heathery charcoal gray. Then this is your basic palette, and it's a nude that's on the mannequin. We didn't have enough samples to go around. A nude that's on the mannequin, that pretty soft ballet pink, black, and then hiding back here is your basic white. So this is the basic, this is the multi, but we're missing the nude here, and it's on the mannequin. You can see, yes, right there.
All right, we also need to decide whether we want a brief or a high cut. Help us with that decision.
Absolutely. We've got the high cut here on the mannequin, and then this is the brief. It's a modified high cut. We haven't brought it clear up here. We've taken it down just ever so slightly so it covers that pocket of kind of what I call fat right there. Brings it soft and gentle over that, but it's still a little bit sportier, a little bit sexier on the leg. 300 of you have already decided on exactly what you needed today, because you're getting 4 pairs for $25. And again, if you have the Q card, or, and this won't work, I promise you, I have Dan Hughes's Q card, because I don't know what happened to mine. Good.
He's not here, he'd laugh. And this doesn't work, by the way, but your Q card will work and give you 3 easy pays. So these are the things, Kathy, I think that we grew up in. Our mom bought us underwear, or our grandmom, and then, you know, we went off to college. She was still buying us underwear, probably. And then we got out on our own, and you forget to do it. You buy it for your kids, you buy it for your husband, you buy it for everybody else in your life, and you never think of yourself. And so did your elastic in the legs just give up the ghost? Or you're always pulling them up? Or are they a little bit tight and uncomfortable? We're getting into the hot, hot season. So you will really appreciate the Ultimere. You'll really appreciate the idea. This is 95% cotton, and that 5% spandex means
it just gives it a
yes.
little bit closer fit, a little bit more comfortable fit, a little bit more updated fit. And I think, you know, today is the day that we're launching, or yesterday we actually launched it going into today, but it is a fashion basic panty now. It's just a little bit of kick up on the fashion, but a real basic cotton panty.
600 of you now have already dialed in. So let's talk about the cheek coverage on this, if you will, because that's one of the call-outs we have loved for years.
Absolutely. And we brought our panty specs to QVC. My husband was a panty and bra manufacturer back in the day. I was in fashion, but he brought these specs to QVC because he and I both know what a woman wants. She doesn't want a backside to go up like a thong.
Yeah.
We want a full back coverage. We want it to tuck underneath, you know, our derriere so that it's not riding up, so that we're not uncomfortable going into a corner, kind of working things down. You know exactly what I mean. You should be able to pull on your panty just once, have it fit comfortably, and have it stay there because of that staying power of how it fits. You know, we always talk about the great conventional fit of these panties that we bring to you, but we don't talk very much about the emotional comfort
yes.
that the Ultimere fabric gives you, because that Ultimere is there, again, to move the moisture away to the outer layer for quick drying, controlling odors and staining on the fabric, and we've addressed two feminine issues in this panty, which I think probably we don't like to talk about it, but staining is probably the #1 reason a woman would throw out her underwear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000 of you now have already refreshed yours. That's the good news. And as you said, no one else has the Ultimere, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I wore these, you know, the original ones when I was pregnant.
Yes.
You know, now I'm in the hot flash stage. And you're in, you know, as women, we're always working. I know you like to garden. You know, when you're gardening, or if you're someone who's very active, you're running, you're going to the class, you're going to love having these to fall back on.
And you're going to love the fit of this. I'm not a cotton panty wearer, but when I tried this on, Kalina said to me,
These
she
are
said,
so
Mom,
nice.
did you try on the cotton panty yet? And I said, yes, I did. And wow, it's a panty that I would wear because of the great fit of this. It hugs the body just ever so slightly. It's not a control panty. It has 5% spandex in it. So it just kind of controls that jiggle a little, but it is not a shaper panty.
And it disappears. You pull on your jeans. These are that's the perfect bottoms to be wearing when you're wearing a pair of jeans. You know, it is the perfect bottom to be wearing when we go into that hot, sticky summer months. Remind us again, there are just 2 basic collections with this.
Yes.
So you don't have to, you know, worry. There's not a lot to think about. Maybe this is something you want to buy your mom, you know, for Mother's Day and send them off now so she has something lovely and pretty.
Yeah, just tie a pretty bow around them.
Reverse
It would be
the order.
So
She always
pretty.
bought for you,
Yes,
now you buy for her.
Now give back. We've got the cobalt blue, and we've added kind of a zippy polka dot there. And then the solid fuchsia, solid silver, and this is a heathered charcoal gray. So this is your multi-pack here. Your basic palette consists of the nude that's on the mannequin, which we'll see in just a second, but we've got the pink, the solid black, and the solid white in that basic palette. This is the multi-palette, and we're missing the nude that's on the mannequin.
And you're deciding, do you want a little higher leg, the high cut? Would you be more comfortable in the full cut, the full cut?
Yes.
We can do buy more, save more. We can, or not buy more, save more, pardon me on that one. We can do ship to, bill to, ship to, that's what I was thinking. So that maybe if you love someone and they're in assisted living or they're in a nursing home, what a beautiful thing to be able to buy. all you need is now your pant size on QVC.
That's right.
And
That's
that translates
exactly how
thanks
you,
to wonderful Kathy and her
absolutely,
family.
because
how you buy
there
these.
is stretch in this. There is spandex in here. We keep our cotton nice and thin because we don't want to add an extra layer of bulk. You can see that nice stretchy edge on it. But look how it stretches. But again, we keep the cotton nice and thin because we don't want to add bulk to our bottoms. And this maybe goes just one step further. It lays nice and flat because of that spandex in it.
It's so updated. It's everything we want in a cotton panty,
Comb
but
cotton.
more.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's definitely comb cotton,
yeah,
without
it's
a doubt.
so soft and luxurious. And ladies, many of you know from our other cotton program that the cotton only gets better when it's washed. So I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's just probably a little bit more modern fit. And by modern, I don't mean skimpy. I mean just a little bit more fitted with that spandex in
And
it.
I also think the elastic around the legs isn't going to give up the ghost when you wash it and wear it.
That's right, yes.
I mean, you'll probably be wearing these, you know, for a long, long time. That's the beauty of it. But a beautiful non-binding elastic that'll keep that panty down over the buns in the back, down in the front comfortably. The waistband will be very comfortable and fit close, but not too tight.
That's right, absolutely. We try not to bind or constrict those two very sensitive areas of the waist around the leg, but yet we want the full coverage in the back because we don't want our panties creeping up all day. And coupled with the cotton panty and the Ultimare fabric, you are going to be cooler, fresher, drier. And like you said, gardening, we're getting into, I've been ordering my gardening.
Have you?
Things from QVC, and I can't wait to get out there and start planting. But yeah, you want to be comfortable. You want to be cool.
Well, 3 easy pays at $25 would be what, like $8 and change. So get yourself that second set. Use your Q card. That way you always have 3 easy pays. Now 2,000 of you. That's how great these are. You know, the original ones were 100% cotton.
Yes.
This is the newest, freshest version. And there's 2 options for you. And of course, full cut or high cut. So the options?
Yes, absolutely. This is your multi-pack, and we've added that polka dot here in the front, but the rest are all solids. And then including the nude, this is your basic palette right here. So you get a nude. So 4 in a package.
Excellent, excellent. Kathy, I know you were on very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Will you be? You were on really early in the morning.
I'm here kind of all day today.
Okay.
Kalina has a relaunch of the bra she launched this morning. Tune into that at 2 o'clock, ladies. Don't miss it. It's great.
Okay, we'll be here all day long.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you,
Kath.
Pat.
Give
Thank you,
Kalina our
ladies.
best. Well, in case you decided to sleep in, that's okay. We're going to update you. Over 2,000 of you have dialed in for Jane Brown and I love this top. Hopefully you will too. Know that that top is coming up, and we have 5 colors and the only order of the year. You got to be fast today. $5 and change.
I think you already showed that with Cameron, right?
Oh, that top. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have no idea. They were pulling the monitor away, and I wasn't that good. I can't see when it's in one spot, let alone.
Backstage is a lot of fun here, I gotta tell you.
It's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh, yeah.
But